What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that topwater video. I just swapped over from the topwater. I have on a rubber frog. What I'm going to do is just pick apart these little weed beds. This little shoreline here, a couple other random weed beds on the other side of the shoreline. I'm going to go pick my brother up. And I imagine the spinnerbait bite will be picking up here probably within an hour or so. It is June 10th. It was about 40 degrees this morning. It's probably 60 right now. Water temp is probably right around 60. Haven't seen any spawning activity yet, like actual spawning activity. The fish have been right up close to shore, but I haven't seen any spawning beds. I haven't seen anything like that. So we're just gonna pick this shoreline apart and see if we can pick some fish up. And what I'll be doing is I'll be throwing a frog initially. I'll probably swap over to the spinnerbait here pretty soon, just so I can cover some territory. If I notice I'm picking up a pattern with a fish right up close to shore, I may swap back over the frog, but hasn't been a real big producer this morning, so I probably won't spend a lot of time with it. Alright, probably last cast with a frog. There's a fish. The thing with these frogs early spring like this is they're just pickerel magnets. Fish. Little bass. That was a long cast too. I bombed this thing down there. And the spinnerbait bite is on for the day. Little guy, pound and a half. Alright, so I'm going to make a switch to another shoreline. This is a very tempting shoreline. This is a shoreline I do really well on in the summertime. But the fish just aren't in this area yet, so I'm going to make a move to another shoreline. Hopefully we get into some fish over there. Oh, there's a fish. So we have another little loon's nest over there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's that cage looking thing. We're going to steer clear of that. I'm not going to go anywhere near her. I don't want to stress her out at all. She's got some babies over there, so we just want to let her be peaceful over there. In case you're wondering why they're in a man-made nest, that's what the state does in some of these ponds, is they'll make little loon nests with wire cages over them just to protect them from the elements a little bit. Just to try to give the little loons as much of a possibility to survive as they can, and they've had pretty good results with it. So we're not going to go anywhere near her. We're going to steer clear and we're going to head over to another shoreline. Whoa! I weren't even paying attention. I was not even paying attention on that one. I was actually getting ready to hop over to another shoreline. Take it. Pretty good for not paying attention. So it's about 10 o'clock. I pulled up on this shoreline. There's a few shaded pockets. I'm gonna toss the topwater again. See if we can get any topwater bites. It's a little past our traditional topwater time, but I'm gonna give it a try at least. Especially in these shady pockets. Once we hit the full sun, I probably won't fish it much. Bass of the day. That's a pickerel. Get off that. Another pickerel coming for it. Pretty sure it's a pickerel. Oh, no, that's a nice bass. He came from way away to get that. He came from like 20 feet away. I saw his V, figuring it was a pickerel, because that's what pickerel are notorious for. But he absolutely hammered that. What I'm doing with this frog is I'll cast it. Oh, another fish on it. I'll twitch it, I'll let it sit. I'll twitch it, let it sit. Trying to stop it in these little pockets and these lily pads here. And that was a little pickerel. I shot him probably 10 feet, just like a rocket right out of the water. But these fish have been pretty aggressive on this shoreline. I've missed a bunch. I've caught a couple small ones. Pickerel. There's pickerel all through this place. Oh boy. Oh, that was a good fish. Oh no. No, 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 no. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good when that happens. All right, there was a good fish in there. So nothing really on the frog that last half of that shoreline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap over to the spinnerbait. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this shoreline. I've got probably a quarter to half a mile to go. There's really no weed structure. There's primarily just some bank vegetation, a little bit of brush hanging off the shoreline, but for the most part there's not a lot of structure to fish around. But I'm just going to power fish through here. I'm going to pretty much cast as I go, see if we can pick some fish up. Alright, so how I'm fishing this brush hog is I'm tossing this right up close to shore, as close as I can get it. And I'm letting it hit bottom. I'll give it a few jerks to give it some motion down there on bottom. And I'll let it sit and pause for 2 to 3 seconds, and I'll repeat the process. And I'm not doing that too far away from shore, because once I get away from shore, it just turns into kind of a mucky bottom, and normally that's not too effective. So my primary range I'm fishing this is probably 5 to 10 feet tops from shore. Normally they're going to hit it right up close to shore or within 2 to 3 feet of shore. I'm just trying to hit the most effective area, which is within that 10-foot mark. You got it. He's got it. Oh, got him. Little guy. He messed around with that for about 10 seconds before he actually committed to it. Thanks, little guy. Right in the tough part of his tongue. Oh, wow. That is in there. How did you do that? That hook is in there. Ah, got it. Not bad. 2.5 pound fish probably.